All right, Chapter 4, IMC. Promotions Opportunity Analysis. Promotions Opportunity Analysis, Chapter Overview. Promotions Opportunity Analysis Process. Promotional efforts, consumer market segments. Objectives for IMC plans, determining budgets to support IMC programs. Chapter Objectives. What activities are involved in completing a promotions opportunity analysis? What trends can represent opportunities for marketing communication campaigns? What are the characteristics of the major consumer market segments? How can a company identify and reach key business-to-business market segments? What characteristics define an attractive market segment? How should objectives for integrated marketing communication plans be developed? How can firms determine budgets to support the IMC programs? Promotions opportunity analysis. Promotions opportunity analysis is the process marketers use to identify target audiences for an organization's message and the communication strategies needed to reach these audiences. The promotions opportunity analysis must accomplish two objectives. The first one is determine which promotional objectives exist for the company, and second, identify the characteristics of each target market to better understand how to reach that target audience. Steps in developing a promotions opportunity analysis. Conduct a communication market analysis, establish communications objectives, create a communications budget. Promotions opportunity analysis step 1. The first one is conduct a communication market analysis. And in this one, we have to look at competitors, opportunities, and target markets. And in the target markets, we have also the importance of market segmentation. In competitors, we identify major competitors. We identify the communication strategies and tactics of each competitor. The sources of information include advertisements, websites, customers, annual reports. And in opportunities, here, which is the second part, we must ask a series of questions. For example, are there customers that the competition is ignoring? Which markets are heavily saturated? Are the benefits of our goods and services being clearly articulated? Are there opportunities to build relationships using a slightly different marketing approach? Are there opportunities that are not being pursued? And the third part, remember, we have competitors, opportunities, and target markets. In target markets, we have to consider some things. For example, what benefits does each target market want from the product? How can each target market be reached? What appeal works best for each target market? What needs of the target market are not being met by a competing firm? What is the demographic and psychographic makeup of each target market? What is the demographic and psychographic makeup of each target market? Market segmentation. The process of identifying specific purchasing groups based on their needs, attitudes, and interests. Market segmentation is the process of identifying specific purchasing groups based on their needs, attitudes, and interests. The advantages of segmentation: we have Identify company strengths and weaknesses, locate opportunities, match firms' expertise with most lucrative markets, focus budget on specific segment. Figure 4, methods of segmenting consumer markets. They can be demographics, psychographics, generations, geodemographics, benefits, and usage. Benefits and usage. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types of methods of segmentation. Discussion slide. Make a list of 5 consumer products or services that are segmented on the basis of gender but are sold to both genders. Are there any differences in the product or services attributes? Are there differences in how they are marketed? What are those differences? Do you think that using a different marketing approach has worked? BMW motorcycle ad targeted toward men as the primary purchasers and women as the decision-making influencers. And the logo looks like 2 weeks vacation isn't going to cut it anymore. The example of TELUS is TELUS uses ethic marketing to reach the multicultural Canadian market. Segments based on generations. This is figure 4.5, characterization of generation segment. Here we have the name of the segment, the year of birth, and some characteristics. Let's say we have generation Y, generation X, younger boomers, older boomers, and seniors. We have the span is from 78 to 2002, 75 to 77, 54 to 64, 52 to 53, and up to 51. And we have some characteristics, like, for example, Generation Y spent money on clothes, automobiles, college, television, and stereos. 90% live at home or in a dorm or rent an apartment. Generation X focus on family and children, spend on food, housing, transportation, and personal services. Younger boomers, they focus on home and family, spend on home mortgage, pets, toys, playground equipment, and large recreational items. Older boomers spend on upgrading homes, ensuring education and independence of their children, and luxury items such as books. Seniors, some of the characteristics are most have fixed incomes, spend heavily on health care and related medical items. Okay, let's move on. Figure 4.6, methods of segmenting business markets. Industry, size of business, geographic location, product usage, and customer value. Remember, we can compare this with the methods of segmented consumer markets. Those are different because here we have industry, size of business, geographic location, product usage, and customer value. We had like the benefits and usage at the end of the 7 methods of segmenting consumer markets. Okay, let's move on. Promotions opportunity analysis, step 2. Establish communication objectives. Criteria for defining objectives. Criteria for defining objectives. Okay, we have 1. Specific target audience, specific tasks, 3. Specific changes, and 4. Specific time, right? specific target audience, specific tasks, specific changes, specific time. Here we have an example for Porter flying for Porter Airlines. Porter Airlines has specific objectives for customer traffic among a business traveler audience. Here we have different fees, different prices for flying. And if you're doing business in Halifax, it's time you flew Porter. Good. Okay. Let's continue. Promotions opportunity analysis. Step 2. We continue with the previous slide. Broad categories of objectives may include. Broad categories of objectives may include, for example, develop brand awareness, increase good services category demand, change customer beliefs or attitudes, enhance purchase actions, encourage repeat purchases, build customer traffic, enhance firm image, increase market share, increase sales, reinforce purchase decisions. Right, let's go on. Sample objectives. Develop brand awareness. Okay, this is actually the same of the previous slide, but let's repeat. Develop brand awareness, increase good service category demand, change customer beliefs and attitudes, enhance purchase actions, encourage repeat purchases, build customer traffic, enhance firm image, increase market share, increase sales, reinforce purchase decisions. Promotions opportunity analysis. Establishing a communications budget. Step 3. Establishing a communications budget. Budgets are based on first communication objectives and then marketing objectives. Budgets vary from customer to B2B markets, obviously. A realistic assumption to assume direct relationship between advertising and sales. I don't understand what that means. Good. Let's move on. Factors impacting relationship between promotions and sales. The objective of the communication. Threshold effects, carryover effects, wear out effects, decay effects, and random effects. Okay, there are definitions for every one of these threshold effects, carryover effects, wear out effects, decay effects, random effects. Let's say that threshold effect is when the communication campaign has reached customers and they are willing to buy. Carryover effect is when people continue buying some time or some long after the advertisement campaign has stopped. And let's say wear out effect is when the promotion campaign, let's say the advertising campaign is not useful anymore because they have used it too much. And decay effect is when sales begin to drop as a result of stopping the marketing campaign or the promotion campaign. All right, we have figure 4.7, sales response function curve combined with the downward response curve and marginal analysis. Here we can see promotion expenditure. You can read this on your own. And we have the threshold effect when the campaign reaches its objective or its goal. Figure 4.8, a decay effects model. The advertising campaign goes to this point, and then the decay effect is because we are not advertising anymore, and this goes along with time. And methods of determining marketing communication budgets, percentage of sales, meet the competition, what we can afford, objectives and tasks, payout planning, quantitative models. We have these 3 figures. And this is